That's right. You hear me? Tell them, madman. Watch it! That's right! Drop it! Hey!
Hey everybody, how's it going? So we've got a special little stream for you all tonight. We're going to talk about a few things that are going to be affecting splits in the future. But before we do that, these player cards are a thing. You should consider getting some because it helps donate to the prize pool. Look at these. These are great. We got Ethan, we got Nathaniel, we got Rob, we got Ulamog, Caleb. These things are about the same size and consistency as Magic cards, and my goal is to get as many of them autographed as I possibly can. So, yeah, go check it out. I posted a link to them. That's all the webcam you get to see. I'm going to hop on over to a nice little window view, and we're going to have a talk with Mr. Greg Adler.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
So, what do we have planned coming up?
All right, so we actually have a couple of exciting things coming up here. First off, looking at the polls that I got from everybody, looking at the feedback, it was a pretty vast majority people wanted to try the draft, and I voted for it too. I'm ready to give something new a shot, and we'll see how it goes. So we're gonna try a couple of things here to get us ready for it, to kind of get the hype going and to test out the draft system. So we have draft tournaments coming up the rest of this month. So what's going to happen is we're just going to have like a weekend tournament. Whoever's on can make it. Just going to draft teams and then do like a March Madness best of one bracket, maybe like a best of three final or something. And so we'll announce it in advance so everyone knows what day it is, and we'll stream it. It'll be fun. So tentatively right now, the first date is October 18th. That's a Saturday. And then October 19th, it's a Sunday. That's very tentative. It might be the weekend after. Probably one of those 2 weekends, though, so aim for there. But there'll be more details, obviously. We'll be talking about, like, how the draft's going to work. Adam's really the one who's spearheading it. He's ready to rock, so he's going to be just, running us through it. So it'll be a good time, and I think it'll be some fun tournaments. Yeah.
And
So I actually have a couple of things. So number two, right now, just so everybody knows, we are at $110 in donations. And the funny part about the Twitch right now, so we need $100 in order to collect. We're at $99.33. So we have to wait till next month to collect, unfortunately.
well, hopefully someone's subscription pops again.
Right? That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah. So we're going to be doing these tournaments pretty much through to the runes update, right?
Yeah, essentially. We're aiming to start the season with a preseason patch that's with the new runes or the actual season patch. Ideally, we would like to start when the preseason hits, because we're just going to use your ranked off of that to kind of base things and stats. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes, depending on what happens.
Cool. Now, a lot of people have been wondering, how are we going to do a draft that doesn't involve people just sniping the highest ELO players they can? Well, there's been a lot of contention about that, and I decided it's time to fix that. So, I have started a new department, so to speak, called the PMALCS Analytics. What is it? Analysts. What do? We make subjective analysis instead of just the rank that we have. So I've been working with a small team of a few people, trying to keep it tight and testing ideas out. And we think we've got stuff ready. So the first part of what we've been doing is feedback from the captains on all the people that they've played with. And we have it all in this big old spreadsheet that we will distribute to the captains for the next split. And what it will do is have data, like subjective data, ideas on how people play, comments on what they do well, what they don't, that whoever's drafting can look at and get a good idea of who to draft without just having to look at rank. Of course, rank will probably still factor in because anyone can see anyone else's rank, but hopefully with this, it makes it a little better on anybody who's not high gold or anybody sitting in bronze who plays well and just doesn't play ranked a lot. All right. Then, let's see. Let's find this. The second part of what we've been doing is creating a new tier system for subs. There's been a lot of contention over subbing and who can fill in for who and whatnot. And it's caused Greg at least one headache. So, we came up with a new tier system for subs. Now, this isn't completely based on rank. Rank does factor into this. It's a few variables that go in to create a tier list for subs. We base it all of this is based on objective data that can be quantified. Stuff like your ranked KDA, on your win rate, your average rank over the past few seasons, your current rank, things like that. And we took that information and found these numbers and converted them into what you're seeing right here. We have currently 4 tiers of subs. This will be the sub list that will be used for the, weekend tournaments. Now, once we get to the next split, this will be updated, so this list will not stay the same. It'll be updated to fit with the end of season stats that everybody has. But we have Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 4, and the exclusive Tier Pedo, which is exclusive to Will the Torpedo Brooks. Now, how we're hoping to use this is, if you're a captain and you need a sub, you can get anyone from the tier that your player is in and any tier below that. So if, let's say, Guy Fieri drops out of a game and they need a sub, that team can get anyone from Tier 3, 2, or 1. If you have a Tier 1 that needs someone to sub in for them, you can only get someone out of the Tier 1. We're going to see how this works with the weekend tournaments. If it causes too many problems, we'll edit it accordingly. But hopefully, we can get most of that contention about rank and who can sub for who out of there.
Look, if you're going to look at it from an overall just grand scheme, it's pretty similar to ranking. I would not say it's a huge difference. Maybe there's some outliers, some differences here and there, but for the most part, where you are ranked is kind of where you are in the spectrum of tiers. Where the goal was just basically to make it as available as possible, but still as fair as possible. So, it's generally set up to be available for you guys to get as many people as possible to sub for your team.
Yeah. And hopefully it can streamline things a little bit other than trying to find someone within. It was really annoying when some people said, oh, you can only get like one level above, so you can only get like a silver 3 for a silver 4. Well, with this, everybody in the tier is around the same ranking, and they all play at a similar level according to this data. So it should make it a lot easier for captains to find subs that fit the qualifications. Now,
yeah, it also helps with the draft too. Just having an overall idea of where players are. I think it makes things interesting. We could have we could have the tier list with everybody on it, and then we could like scratch people off on stream. You know what I mean? And just go down and have everyone's team up,
Mm-hmm.
go one by one. It'd be pretty hype.
Yep. And, yeah, with this and with the log for captains to draft from, we're hoping that this tournament can actually end up pretty balanced and pretty fair. Obviously, we're looking at it being a pretty competitive season since it is a draft, but with all these captains should be able to pick for reasons outside of just what rank they are. They can look and see, like, oh, well, this person is a great team fighter and I like to build team fight comps, Allie. And they can just pick that person and try to fill a team based on how they want to play. So I think it'll make teams way more cohesive from the get-go.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I overall think the draft system is going to be a fun way to go. I think it's gonna mix things up, but in a positive way. It's gonna kind of put more emphasis on can your team work together, you know, and I think that's what the overall goal is. Build, you know, getting a team of 5 people that can just build together and become a stronger team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what was my next part? Let me
I'm
think.
not drafting you, Austin. You're bad. See you.
What? Oh,
What?
okay. I believe you.
That's a good ace to stop every game. They probably ban it.
Alright, so the next part. I'm looking for more people to join the analytics team. Now, we have shoutcasting, which is a purely open group. Anyone can join this. Analytics is going to be similar, but we're going to be a bit more selective to try and keep numbers lower. Since a lot of what the analysts will be doing is subjective, we kind of need a level of consistency that making it completely open would kind of sideline. So I'll be posting this form here that is an application for the analytics team. Now we're looking for people to do a few different things. The first one is the analyst's position. We're probably going to have the most people who apply be analysts. And there's a fly flying around in front of me. But what the analysts will do is pretty simple. They make subjective analysis of players that they see and play with. So if you want to be an analyst, you should have a good knowledge of the game about what players do and why it works or why it doesn't work, and know how to edit a spreadsheet. And that's the most of it. We're definitely looking for people who play with brothers a lot so that they can make comparative analysis too. But if all goes well, I'd like to have an analyst for each team of the next split so that one person can focus on giving a consistent review of how that team's doing.
Like a coach position?
Yeah, I guess a coach. In a way. Yeah, I mean, that could also be a thing that comes from it, is the analyst gives their, like, evaluation of the last week to the team, and they base their play off of what changes need to be made.
Dude, captains could, like, draft a coach. No. That's too much.
Alright. The next group of people that I'm looking for are what I'm calling scouts. And what do scouts do? They scout things. I want some people to be looking for big plays, fails, flash fails, stupid things that worked, or just moments in any of the games that the brothers of the PMALCS play. And basically, if you do this, I'd like it if you kind of knew how to save replays and convert those to video files, because the third group of people that I'm looking for are editors. We've had some talks about making little videos like the Pocket Picks videos that Riot does, or their LCS analysis videos. We could actually get this going with this team if it gets good enough. If we can get a couple good editors, we can put together videos that are these things.
I mean, if we want to take this league to the next level, this is the stuff that can do it. I mean, it would be so cool to do it. I'm horrible at it, but I know there's people out there that are definitely able to do it. I think it's going to be awesome.
Oh yeah, I'd love to see like an end of season Wood Division adventures for this league, of all the dumb fails that have happened over 5v5s in the LCS. And then just player analysis videos would be great too, because then it kind of helps everybody learn, helps everybody play. And
Austin, dude, I honestly don't even need to send you a video of the worst 5 plays. Just go watch Eric's replays. You'll be able to see them all. Honestly, in the first 5 minutes of the game, you'll be like, "Holy cow!"
That's true. So, yeah, those are kind of what we're looking for to join the analytics team. When I'm going to post this with a little review of what we've gone over today, and if you want to apply, please come and apply. I'd love to get more people working on this. This could really take this to the next level, and especially get it more out there on the YouTube area than just putting our VODs. I feel like I had something else, but I can't remember what it was now. Something. Can you think of anything?
Yeah. Well, I was mistaken. I was wrong with my dates. So the first weekend is actually going to be. Let's see. I had it up a second ago for the day. The weekend of the 21st and 22nd, so Saturday, October 21st, Sunday, October 22nd. Most likely, that's like tentative.
All right. I think I've covered most everything I wanted to say. Anybody out there in the peanut gallery have any questions? Can answer before we wrap this up?
That's a good idea.
This stupid fly will not leave me alone.
I have a question. Have you purchased Arclight York yet?
I did not. I used that money to change my summoner name to Hillary Clinton.
I can't believe it was available. That's the dream.
That's like, it was the only variant that was, and it's just the first L is an I. It's.
Oh, you changed it a little bit? All right. That's okay. That's acceptable.
I mean, it looks perfect on the.
It does. I didn't notice when I looked at it.
Every other variant was taken, though. I'm surprised this one was even open. Let's see. Let's get a nice screen cap for everyone.
Home.
Oh, come on, you stupid client.
I figured out your password. Thanks.
Ooh. I hope everybody saw my password. But no, I don't know if I'm gonna buy Arclight York, because Pentakill York is still better. Oh my god, what is with Riot servers today? It's taking me like a minute every time I wanted to log in. Oh my god.
Maybe not. We'll have a description posted in the Facebook page.
Yep.
What's going on?
We'll write out everything that we've talked about here, but you got to hear it first, so I can't think of anything else. Can you?
Nope.
Alright, then I think we're gonna wrap this up for now. So we'll see y'all later.
See ya.